Welcome to FNaF News. I'm your host, the TNT Muffin, and today we're going to be talking about Funko, Youtooz, Hex, Funko Fusion, and more. Starting off with the Funko news, we now know the rarities for the new set of mystery minis. As you can see, the main four FNaF 1 animatronics are going to be 1 and 6s, so there's going to be 2 of those in each case. There's going to be Withered Freddy and Withered Bonnie, which are 1 and 12s, 1 in each case. There's Withered Foxy and Withered Chica, which are 1 in 24, so each case you'll either get 1 of Withered Foxy or 1 of Withered Chica. And then there are the 4 rare ones, the 1 in 36s that there are 2 of, and the 1 in 72s, which there are 2 of. So basically, like, every 3 cases of mystery minis, 1 of them will have a Golden Freddy, 1 of them will have the puppet, and then the 1 in 72s, it's 1 in every 6 cases you'll get the cupcake, and 1 in every 6 you'll get the endoskeleton. So those ones are the rare ones. Unfortunate that the cupcake and endoskeleton are so rare, because those are 2 that I really like, but I'll still try my best to get them. Speaking of series of figures, Medicom Toys is going to release their 48th series of Bear Brick figures, one of them being Freddy Fazbear. Now this is pretty interesting, because it's not like a wave of FNaF merch like we usually get, it's just a bunch of different characters, and one of them happens to be Freddy Fazbear this time, which is pretty sweet. It's kind of like if they had one of those sets of random Lego minifigures and one of them was a Freddy Fazbear minifigure. It's like this, except it's bears. They're all bears, and Freddy is a bear, so he works well with that. Although, since they have to be that specific shape, Freddy's got no hat on, so he's bald. So yeah, that's interesting. I don't think it's a really appealing figure. It's kind of ugly, but it's a cool concept, and I think that's going to be pretty interesting to be getting. And also, this is releasing this month, July, so pretty soon you can get your hands on a little bear guy, Freddy. Some merch we're getting for the 10th anniversary, FhatMojo is going to be releasing 2 bundles of merch, the first one being this Freddy head capsule bundle. So this is a big Freddy head, which I think, like, the eyes close and light up and stuff, which is pretty cool, but you can actually open this guy up and he has a bunch of stuff inside of him. It comes with 3 plushies, one of them's Freddy, one of them's Golden Freddy, and one of them is Nightmare Freddy. 2 little golden figures of Golden Freddy and Nightmare Freddy. There's also stickers, a little mini poster, and some trading cards. Honestly, the stuff inside of it doesn't seem that cool, but it's interesting. I think the box is really cool, though, a giant Freddy head that you can open up. We actually did get something like this revealed, like, a long time ago. I feel like it was maybe 1 or 2 years ago, with this same concept, a big Freddy head you can open up with stuff inside of it. But it was different stuff, so I don't know what happened. I guess it just eventually got changed to being this. Either way, finally getting this, I think it looks really cool. And then the other thing is the Fizzy Faz Station bundle, which I believe can come with a random assortment of little minifigures. What they could be is Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, Balloon Boy, Mr. Hippo, which is interesting, Golden Freddy, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, I think Withered Foxy that is, Toy Freddy, Baby, the Puppet, Toy Bonnie, and Glitch Trap. So those guys, I believe you get 3 of them, like a random assortment of them in each pack, and then there are these exclusive ones you get 1 of in each pack. There's like a Golden Bonnie, Foxy, and Chica. There's like a pink version of, I think, Withered Foxy, and then I think a glow-in-the-dark version of what looks like the Freddy figure from FNaF Plus. I can't really tell if that's what that is. That's what it looks like. If it is, that's very strange, because FNaF Plus, canceled game, also something that they didn't want to make merch of until the game actually released. So if they end up making this, that's weird, but very cool, I suppose. Yeah, this seems pretty interesting. Honestly, I don't really care that much about these specific figures, but there's some pretty cool ones, like Mr. Hippo and Glitch Trap are interesting, and then, of course, that, like, I think FNaF Plus Freddy, which would be really weird to get, but if we get that, that's really cool. That's the only FNaF Plus merch we would have. Another piece of Youtooz news is that the Withered animatronic plushies are now on the website. They're not up to order yet. I believe it's like a week from now at the time of recording this video that you can buy them, but they're on there, and we now get to see the Withered Bonnie plush. Honestly, I think it looks pretty good. The face actually is like that Withered Bonnie shape, which I am happy about. you know, with the bottom of the jaw and then the other side of the face, which is good. The body of it looks really good. As far as I can tell, there's no printed on color, and I like how they did it. I like the bow tie. Pretty decent plush. I will say the face is a little bit goofy. The eyes are pretty low. I feel like they should be higher. And I would like more detail on the back half of his face, because there's not really much there. But it's not the worst thing. Overall, I think the wave is pretty cool, pretty decent wave of plushies. Withered animatronic plushies in general are cool to be getting. Weirdly, alongside these guys, we're getting a set of daycare attendant pins, which is... it's weird, like I said. You know, completely unrelated from the Withered animatronics, but here the pins are. There's a few different types here. The hanging pins, which are like a string of little things there. There are the shaker pins, which are actually kind of cool, which is like a bag of moon drops and a bag of sunny drops, and I think those are little pieces of candy that are loose in them. And then there are the bobble pins, which I think are pins that just like bobble around, as the name suggests. I do wish they were in a pin set instead of the individual pins, because the individual pins are very expensive. You know, the normal price, then there's the $5 shipping on top of it per pin, which isn't fun. But if you really like these, those are going to be coming soon. Now some Hex news. They made a tweet saying he always comes back. Full Springtrap wave dropping July. With this image here showing this cool artwork of Springtrap and the FNaF 1 characters' heads. So I mentioned it before, the Hex Springtrap plush got delayed and, you know, they couldn't release it yet. So Dawko said they're going to be releasing some extra stuff alongside it when it does come out, and all that stuff's going to be coming this month. I don't believe we got any specifics on what it'll be, but I assume a shirt with this design on it, that Springtrap plush, maybe something else, I'm not sure. But we'll find out soon because, like they said, coming this month, July. And along with that, they made another tweet saying Hex Springtrap releases this Friday. It's finally time, with a link to the Hex website. So yeah, this guy, we know it's releasing July, specifically July 12th, this Friday. So very soon, Springtrap collection is coming. We also get this tweet from my buddy Johnny Block saying, exclusive, first look at an upcoming sister location shirt featuring Ennard by Hex. Distressed, designed to represent Ennard's attack on Michael, releasing in a special launch with the Ennard plush, eyes emoji. So yeah, apparently there's going to be a special release, I assume similar to this Springtrap wave, where it's going to have the Ennard plush and this Ennard shirt. It says come closer on it. Looks like a very cool shirt, honestly. I really like the art on it. Interesting bit of book news here is that Walmart is releasing this, like, 2-in-1 Tales from the Pizzaplex book with Haps and Clythophobia, and it's going to actually include a never-seen-before story and a fold-out poster. This is a bit of an interesting thing. I did not expect that to be happening. I'm very curious what that random extra story is going to be. I don't know exactly if it's something that got scrapped and they're letting people read, or if it is something actually canon to the lore that they're releasing as a, you know, just random thing inside of this. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's that. It's going to be releasing July 9th, so if you're a big fan of the books, don't have these two books, or you just want to read that extra story, you can get that soon. By the way, this video took me long enough to make that this book is now out. We now know that the story in it is called Monster, and the fold-out poster is this one of the moon from Somnophobia. The story, I think, is canon, because it was supposed to be used, I believe, in 2 separate books, but neither of them, I guess, fit it in there, so it was never used. But I do think that it is probably somewhat important in some way. I'm not sure, I don't read the books. A little bit of game news here. We got a new image of Funko Fusion, which shows some characters inside of the FNaF pizzeria, one of them being Chica. I believe this is our first look at the Chica pop figure in this game. Since we know that Chica's in here, we can assume that there's also going to be Bonnie and Foxy, so the main 4 at least will be in this game. You can also see there she's holding the Cupcake pop figure, which I like, and the candle's actually providing a lot of light, which is pretty cool. I like how the lighting looks there. Now we've got some news on Pop Goes. I talked about before that Pop Goes Arcade is going to be getting an update called Fighting Chance, and Ken Carter did actually put out a video showing us what's going to be in it. I'm not going to show the full thing here, but if you're interested in seeing that, I will put that in the description. He also showed us a small look at My Pop Goes, which is going to be releasing somewhat soon, I believe, which is this little fishing mini game. You can see there with Pop Goes doing some fishing. That looks pretty interesting. I'm excited to play these little mini games like the fishing one and the long Pop Goes like snake mini game when they come out. So yeah, I'm excited for those things to release. But that is all the news we have today. So if you want to subscribe, you can click the button on top of my head. If you want to watch one of my last news videos, you can click that button over there. And if you want to see some other video I made, you can click that button over there. And I'll see you when we get some more news on the FNaF 10th anniversary.